Hi, I'm Jacob Jordan. I'd like to welcome you back to another part of our series. Healthcare is rapidly evolving, and the demand for healthcare professionals is higher than ever. Whether it's nursing, dental hygiene, or physical therapy, these careers are the heart of our community's well-being. But what some may not realize is that there are countless opportunities for students to get involved early and start shaping their futures for health sciences. Today, I'm thrilled to be speaking with Dr. Van Monfrans, who plays a huge role in providing students with the tools and experiences to help shape their futures in health careers. Dr. Van Monfrans, thank you so much for joining us this
Thanks
morning.
for having me here. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. And we can just jump right in.
Sounds good.
I'd like to ask you, could you tell us a little bit about the Blue Ridge Partnership for Health Science Careers and their mission and what led to its creation?
Yeah, absolutely. So the 30,000 feet in the air, pie in the sky reason it was created was to address the healthcare workforce shortage in this region, in the Go-To region of Virginia. We have higher demand, and the demand is only going up for healthcare workers. And it's not just clinicians or nurses, but it's also people just to work in the healthcare system. We're talking IT, we're talking HVAC, maintenance, everything that helps the healthcare ecosystem survive and thrive. So that's the impetus of why it began. And it's just sort of, in order for it to achieve what it wanted to do, it needed to take a big step back and say, okay, what pathways are created, what pathways are working, what pathways are not working? How can we smooth out the bumps? How can we enhance what is happening that is succeeding and producing these individuals into the workforce? And that requires a collaborative effort between employers, hospital systems, community members, and educators. And when I say educators, I mean anything that provides training for students, from higher education to certification programs to anything that's going to upskill somebody to go into the healthcare career. So,
well, I think that paints an excellent picture of what we're all about and what our mission is. And so are you able to walk us through some of the specific resources or opportunities that these students may have access to through the partnership and how that may help shape their future for health sciences?
Absolutely. So the partnership is really kind of the central point for communication and networking and opportunities. So the partnership itself isn't necessarily handing out the opportunity, but it can connect you with ones that are in the region. So for example, Carilion Clinic's summer internship program for both high schoolers and college students just opened up February 1st. People can come to our website and we drive them to those type of opportunities. Or, there's going to be science festivals or resources on how to fill out the FAFSA, right? If you have that interest, you come to us and we can help guide you.
All right, well, so those who are interested in healthcare, how can they be more involved with the Blue Ridge Partnership?
Well, one is to tell your journey, right? Everybody's path to healthcare is different. Some people, it's very linear. Some people, it's zigzagging all over the place. They're on ramps and off ramps. So one is contacting the Blue Ridge Partnership and saying, I have this journey. Have you thought about this pathway? Because that's how we're mapping these out, is just how have people gone from point A to point B. Another way is to be involved with some of the planning that we do. We do try to bring together community and communicators and industry partners as well as educators all in the same room. Be in that room, voice your opinion. If you're a parent of a child who is interested in healthcare careers, we need to know what you know and what you don't know. That's the only way we can build a better and easier pathway moving forward. So being present, telling your story, roping people in to say, hey, go check this out, is ways that we can enhance our sphere of influence, I guess is the way to say it. One of the things we're noticing is the driving force of the Blue Ridge Partnership, literally the gasoline in the engine that gets everybody excited, are the student ambassadors. Yes. People don't want to talk to me, right? Especially students. They want to talk to another peer. And so your story, your journey, and your efforts are probably the most important part of this entire thing. Because when they come to me, they're like, I want to try X, Y, and Z. I'm going, hold on, I have a student ambassador that is actually doing that. Let me get you in touch. And it is transformative in getting people involved and interested and excited So your role as a student ambassador for the Blue Ridge Partnership has been instrumental in its growth, in where we've been able to go, in getting people excited and getting the word out. It started the very first summit when we had a student panel, and everybody was like, okay, here's the student panel. And when we went to leave the room, everybody followed the students. Nobody else was listening, right? Because what you go through is what people want to know and want to hear about.
Absolutely.
So sometimes we get so entrenched in, it's like goldfish not knowing they're surrounded by water. You're entrenched in it. You don't realize what's around you. And you need those individuals to kind of say, hey, let me tell you where I am right now. Let me tell you what is still there, what hiccups I've done, what I wish I knew in middle school, what I wish I knew in high school, what I wish I knew as an adult, as a student at a community college. That is so important. So you are not only inspiring the community members, but you're inspiring the Blue Ridge Partnership to just, do better, evolve, and grow, and constantly be in communication to where students are right now.
Absolutely. Yeah, thank you for clarifying because, absolutely. So what do you think would be the most important qualities or skills for students to develop if they want to succeed in a healthcare career?
So there are really, really hard skills that students need, correct? You're talking, technical skills, things like that you're going to need in a training program. So that's an obvious one. But there's a couple that I think students need to work on, and it starts with being self-aware. One is patience. And I mean patience as in taking a step back, being calm, understanding that in the healthcare field, there can be situations that are very high stress. There could be times in which you're tired. There could be times in which there's emergency help is needed. Having patience and being able to calmly move your way through, I think, is a skill that students really need to succeed within healthcare. And that's being self-aware, like what is triggering me to become stressed out. Another one is really, really good communication skills, right? You're going to be talking to patients, you're going to be talking to clinicians, you're going to be talking to community members. And the whole part of the healthcare ecosystem is it can be vulnerable, right? People are coming to you when they're sick, when they're injured, when they have questions, when they're afraid they're not going to be able to pay for their healthcare, things like that. Mm-hmm. And having those good communication skills, being able to explain what you're doing in ways that can be understood as well as calming, I think is vital to be able to succeed in healthcare.
Absolutely. So I agree, absolutely. So I guess which would lead to my next question is, what advice would you give to students who are interested in health science careers?
Yeah, I would say one other skill I want to mention, and I just thought of this, is I think you need to have empathy. I think empathy is really, really important for you to be able to be with individuals that are in vulnerable states, driving forward. So to answer your last question, what do students need? There's a couple things. One, it just sounds very simple, but if they're interested in healthcare, they kind of want to see what jobs are available, yes. Right? So even just going on hospital system and clinical system HR websites to look at, look at all of these opportunities that are available right now. The job market is there. They can just see what it is. But, talking to a trusted advisor, either at your institution or somebody in the community can also open doors. Going to our website, virginiahealthcareers.org, will also help kind of show different pathways on where to go for healthcare. And again, everybody's journey is very different. Not everyone's going to graduate and immediately say, I want to be in healthcare. It may be something that happens later on in life. Maybe it's a second career, right? But it's there. And so looking at the websites, looking at the job boards, talking to trusted individuals that may have information. And if you know somebody in the field, just having an open and honest conversation with them, I think, is another way that can expose you to things you didn't realize were possible. So
absolutely, yeah, by word of mouth and just meeting new people as as you progress through healthcare can open so many doors.
Not everybody is going to become healthcare workers. Right. Just not everybody is. And so, you can go out there and inspire everybody, but everybody is going to be involved in the healthcare system somehow. Absolutely. Right? As a worker, as a patient, as a community member in this healthcare ecosystem. And so understanding where you are, understanding the needs of it is really, really important for everyone.
Right.
So it's the partnership started, as a way to look at the workforce gap for healthcare workers, like the shortage we have.
Absolutely.
But it has evolved into not just that, but also just how every single one of us is a part of this healthcare ecosystem.
Absolutely.
And how we can enhance it, right? So.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
And I wanted to thank you again for coming this morning, and as well as our production crew for helping make everything possible.
Yeah.
And I invite you guys next time to join me as we continue on with exploring our health science programs. Thank you.